From casseroles to unsalads to cheesy perfections, each week our experts count down the Midwest's sweet, nostalgic, and gluttonous goodness. These are the Heartland's heartwarming dishes that make up America's most delish. We're visiting the local legend that put St. Louis-style pizza on the map.
I'm Mark Miner. I'm the CEO of Emo's Pizza, and we're in St. Louis, Missouri.
The year was 1964. A young Margie and Ed Emo had processed cheese in a dream. More on that later.
Ed was a tile maker by day and a pizza maker by night. And Margie worked the counter and made salads. That was the birth of the Square Beyond Compare.
And square is one of the key components of a St. Louis pizza. Just like rating a gemstone, a St. Louis pizza is judged on 3 C's: crust, cut, and cheese. And for some, these factors make the dish a real diamond in the rough.
The crust on St. Louis-style pizza isn't made with yeast, which is why it's so thin and like cracker-like.
As someone who lives in New York City, a cracker crust pizza is very challenging for me. The idea that you cannot fold your pizza feels criminal. I will say that because the crust is so thin, all of the toppings really get to like speak, and they get to be the centerpiece. Where in New York, the crust is getting all the attention.
And then it's always cut into a square.
Plus, a square-shaped slice is able to hold toppings without bending. It's pizza physics. But it's the third and final piece of this pizza that people really love. Or not. We're visiting a joint in Iowa that puts their own remix on the remix of the remix.
My name is Ryan Cooper. We're at Cooper's on 5th and Historic Valley Junction in Des Moines, Iowa. Steak de Burgo is a Des Moines staple. There's a couple different restaurants that argue on who exactly started it.
So why is it called de Burgo? One fantastical theory is that the de Burgo, named for a Spanish castle, was outlawed by France during the Spanish Civil War. While this is not true at all, just imagine Spanish soldiers in the street shouting, "Viva la mantequilla!" AKA free the butter.
The way we do it is we actually roast garlic, we put in a lot of fresh herbs to it, then we puree it down, and that's the base of our sauce.
And they use a locally sourced beef tenderloin.
Like, the meats out there are just better. They'd be like, yeah, you had steak, but you ain't had this steak. You ain't had caucus steak. Yeah.
But great cuisine in Iowa isn't an accident.
Iowa's not necessarily a flyover state. All of the ingredients we get, locally sourced, really good beef, vegetables.
That's what I love about Midwesterners. They know how to make things that are super simple feel really amazing.